All right.
You ready?
Why you always say it twice? Of course I'm ready.
Man,
How am I to ask you if you're ready? I said I'm ready.
Now talking, we bumpin' Gumz.
Let's go get him.
Bad disrespectful.
what would you say?
I can't even be mad at that. This shit looks so hilarious.
Every night we get your life right. Music, sports, interviews, and even Hollywood nightlife. You couldn't pick a better time to tune in. We starting to bump our gums. This the one. Watch Dirty and Kev do this.
No more talking, we bumpin' Gumz. No more talking, we bumpin'
You already know.
Gumz.
From the news to get you right. Relationship advice. You speaking on pop culture and topics that get you hype. We living out our dreams while giving you what you need. To all of the hottest trends, keep your ears to the streets for sure.
No more talking, we bumpin' Gumz. No more talking, we bumpin' Gumz.
I feel like this mic is right in my face. What up? Welcome everybody back to the Bumpin Gumz podcast. Brought to you by Bear Entertainment. Bear with me, I'm Dirty J. This is my right-hand man's Kev.
What up?
My right-hand man's from the same lands we come. No, I was just trying to start rapping for y'all. This is Bear Entertainment. Bumpin Gumz brought to you by Bear Entertainment. Bear with me. We're at the Bear Cave Recording Studios located in San Antonio, Texas. Y'all need anything. Y'all need studio time. Y'all need graphic designs. Y'all need Kev to show up at a party and be like a little character and dance and do things. Y'all need anything. We do all of that stuff. Just hit us up, 210-460-2397. Again, a big shout out to all the countries that are streaming us right now in 18 countries. Thank you so much. Keep subscribing. Keep following us. Send us message. We share those on a regular. We read those and we respond back. Y'all have any questions? We're going to be responding to questions and giving you our inputs on your life questions. I can't guarantee you'll be the best advice, but you will get.
We gonna get them some great advice.
You'll get some advice what to do. But we got a great show planned for y'all today. First and foremost, I mean, we really just got to give our prayers and condolences to the families that were lost in the helicopter crash. Very tragic story.
Absolutely.
And I really don't want to touch much about it. It's a sad story. It's very sad. I mean, obviously, when anybody loses their life, it's sad. But with the way it happened with so many people, I mean, with an accident, untimely, it's horrible.
Yeah, it's definitely a tragedy. I mean, it's such a messed up thing because of you're losing somebody at such an early age, just retired. But one thing that some people may have known about Kobe, but you're starting to look at him from a different perspective as more than a basketball player and the father that he was, and how much that he loved his family, his kids. Also, of course, the really untimely demise of his daughter Gigi, and
That's
just
so sad, bro.
yeah,
so sad.
and of course the love that she had for him, and in all the pictures that you see, and you just see the love that she had for him and how she looked up to him. Like those are like the things that if you're a parent, it should make you want to be, especially if you're a man and you have daughters. Not saying that you should neglect your sons, but if you've got daughters, they always say that a woman's first love is her father.
Dad, yeah, exactly.
So when you look at things like that, hopefully, obviously there's lessons to be learned in tragedies, and when you look at a tragedy like this, maybe you can bring a little light out of this, and as a father, really start to make sure that you're in your daughter's lives, because of course how important that is, and just seeing some of these things that happen.
It really hit home with me too, because we're not far from age from each other, Kobe and I, and his daughter isn't far from age from my daughter, and my daughter's in basketball, and me and my daughter, one of my daughters, we're actually all close, but me and this one we're like especially close. So it really hit home, and when I told her about it, she was like literally crying all day pretty much and sending me messages and how much she loves me and everything. And that took me to another point. I mean, tomorrow ain't promised.
Absolutely.
So make sure you tell whoever it is, even if you feel like it's weird or it's not right, or maybe you don't do it, just get out the way one time and just let somebody know you love them, because you never know what's going to happen from one day to the next. It don't matter who you are. It don't matter the type of life you live. You can live everything perfectly, but if you can't take into account for accidents. Absolutely. And you don't know when they're coming. So, just make sure you tell everybody around you how much you love them, how much they mean to you, because you never know what's going to happen the next day. And not only that, even if nothing happens, just saying that alone could change their day, it could change their week, their life.
Yeah, and you know, like you said, it's also one of those things that, you know, when you hear other people talk, and you know, something like this again, it starts to bring things to the light. So when you look at, you know, somebody that you may not have talked to as often, like you may have had a really good relationship with somebody, but you and that person don't talk as much anymore, you know, for one reason or another, whether it's just life or whatever, you know, like you said, tomorrow's not promised, and you know, you got to start making sure that those relationships are always there.
Most
you know, and letting people know that you're there for them, that you love them, that you care for them. It's really important, and you know, again, that's another one of those things that comes from out of a tragedy like this, because you know, again, 41 years old, 42 years old, you know, untimely demise, and it puts you in that position where you know that tomorrow's not promised. It's one of those things that it's one of those sayings that's so cliche, and you hear people say it, but when something like this happens, it brings it right back to the forefront. You're like, yo, really, tomorrow isn't promised. And then it's just like, you know, you want to make sure that you are keeping in contact with those loved ones, and keeping, you know, letting those people know that you do care for them and that you are there for them.
And I play around with Kev a lot when we'll be messaging each other, texting each other, and about the show or just about random things. I always like play around and I tell him I love him. I'll do it kind of like in a more like weird way, but I honestly I do. I love you, Kev. I love Smooth, Case, Mickey. I mean Debbie, everybody that's in the Bear family, and I mean we all got love for each other. We're like one big ass family. So everybody that's fucking with us, I mean I love y'all.
We love you back.
Oh, I'm gonna cry. Now, with everything that's happened, do you feel like that's enough to change the NBA logo? Like there's I guess like a petition, if you want to call it, or you know, something that's going around where they want Kobe, I guess his silhouette, one of his moves or whatever, to be the new NBA logo. Who's on the original?
Jerry West.
Okay. Is this enough to change it?
I don't think that's enough to change it permanently, but I could see them doing a temporary tribute to him and what he meant to the NBA. So I could see like maybe them doing a temporary change of the logo for the remainder of the year. I think that would be dope.
Because, I mean, changing the logo is
a lot.
It's a lot. We've been there.
Yeah.
We've been there. Fucking monster. But changing the logo is a lot. It's a lot of work that goes into it. It's very costly. And doing something like that, but at the same time, it's a beautiful gesture. If they were to be able to do that, it's a beautiful gesture.
Absolutely.
Now, do you think they'll do anything like, you know, with like his daughter's jersey there at the Staples Center?
I don't think they're going to do anything with her jersey there, just because, you know, it is, at the end of the day, it is the NBA.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, she was just a 13-year-old really starting to get her career.
Maybe the school would do it. That would be nice.
Oh, yeah. The school would probably do something.
That'd be nice.
For sure.
So, speaking of getting things done, MSNBC, what are y'all going to do? Like, are y'all going to, what's the girl's name? I completely forgot her name. Is she not
Allison something?
Yeah, Allison Cooper. So, I don't know. If you don't know by now, you honestly like just... You don't have a life. You're not on. If you don't know this, you're not on social media at all, and you're definitely not hearing this from us because if you're not on social media, you're not going to be on the podcast. So, if you don't,
those two things don't correlate.
If you don't know what's going on, this has been one of the biggest things besides the untimely death.
Yeah, but podcasting and social media are two different things.
But if you don't know what this lady said, I don't know what to tell you. This lady from MSNBC was covering the story live. She came out and apologized for using the N-word, saying that she didn't use it. She like stuttered on some air, choked on some air. I don't know how you do that. Like, we're fucking human. You breathe every day. Mm-hmm. I don't know how you fucking choke on air. Have you ever choked on air?
No, on air.
Okay, I thought you meant like on air.
No, on air while recording.
That makes a lot more sense. I thought you was like, I stuttered on air. Nah. So she stuttered on air. She stuttered on air, and she combined the Knicks and the Lakers and said the N-word. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Go on our Instagram page. We have the clip on there. Search Bumpin Gumz. You'll see Dirty and Kev. And you'll see what we're talking about. You'll see her face, her name, everything. I tagged her and all that shit. Is that wrong?
Nah, that's great.
I tagged her and everything. I tagged her and SNBC.
Yeah, whenever I talk shit about anything or anybody, I tag them.
Now, I know. There's a petition going around with getting her fired. I don't know if that's been called or what. But this is what she said. We're going to play it for you. Let you be the judge. We'll give our input on this.
Athlete, the kind of star that was perfectly cast on the Los Angeles Lakers. Kavita, if I could ask you to stay with us, we're gonna.
I didn't hear a K. I understand K's can be silent. Them G's were hard as shit.
Hard G.
They were. She said them G's like she was with 50 Cent.
Yeah.
Like, those. What the fuck are you beeping over there?
Nah.
Oh.
You hearing shit.
Those are some hard G's. Now, I think it's creative the way she tried to apologize and how she tried to, hey, well, let me grab the Knicks, because the N is silent, I guess. And, I don't know what the fuck she was thinking. I feel like it was creative. It was a big of a reach. It was a,
I give her an A for effort for trying to clean it up.
E for effort.
No, but you know how we always said A for effort. We know that's the E. But yeah, it was a creative way to try to clean it up. But the one thing that she failed to realize, where the hell did the Knicks come from?
Not at all. It's
where in this thing did the Knicks kind of play into this to where she was getting the Knicks and the Lakers mixed up?
Knicks don't sound nothing like Lakers. Not at all. Not even the same syllables. Nothing. They're nowhere near each other. The only similarity,
the jerseys don't look the same.
No colors. The only similarity is
they weren't playing the Knicks.
I mean, they play basketball. That's the only similarity, which makes no sense. They weren't.
You know who else plays basketball?
Who's that?
Nakers. It's a lot of black people that play basketball.
Yeah, but let's look at her. Let's step in her shoes for a minute. Why the Knicks? Like, why would you even say the Knicks? Why not Dallas? You could have said Dallas. Could have said any. You could have said Clippers. I mean, like, if you're really going to talk about another team on accidents, Clippers would have probably made more sense.
Well,
the Lakers.
So
the Los Angeles Lakers.
She's trying to. The reason that the Knicks came up, because like you said, the K in it is silent. So. But hold on. She said that she by accident combined both names, and that's what came about.
But we're talking about is why was Knickers? Why was Knicks even in her head?
Like I said, because who plays basketball for the Lakers or the Nakers?
It would make more sense if you're going to accidentally say another team to say the Clippers, something like that. Some are maybe even closer, or some. Is there another team that sounds like Lakers?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head.
I can't think of any. I don't know. Let's jump straight to it. Should she be fired?
We're in a society where we want everybody to be fired as soon as something's said kind of wrong. I will say I don't know the lady. I don't know how the hell she came up with that to make that mistake. I don't know if she needs to be fired, but I definitely would say that she needs to be suspended without pay. And maybe you need to look into her a little more. Now, after you do your investigations by looking into her, if you find out that there's some questionable things, then you can go ahead and move forward. But I don't think that you just fire her for
just off this.
Just off that.
Wow. Okay.
I'm being lenient in these days, man.
I see that. Kev's turning over a new leaf. I'm proud of you. As far as fired, I don't know if she should be fired. I feel like the embarrassment has been good. It's been coming at her, bro.
Yeah, but
it's been coming at her. Now, is that enough? No, I feel like she should be reprimanded somehow. I mean, I don't know. I really wouldn't know what to do. Now, if you're MSNBC, do you stand behind your employee and say, look, she has a good track record. She's never done this before, nothing like that. Have they? I don't even know if they've came out with a statement or not. And like, we stand behind her. It was an honest mistake, or like, hey,
They
I'm gonna
stand
protect.
way behind her.
Or we protect our name and be like, yo, we just gonna have to cut ties.
Like I said, that's why you suspend. That's why I look at it like you suspend her without pay.
I don't ever get when they suspend with pay.
That's the dumbest shit in the
It's
world.
vacation.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But suspend her without pay and do an investigation. And if you see anything that remotely, says that that's who she is, then you can let her go. But after doing a formal investigation, because I don't believe the excuse. I just don't.
That was.
I just don't believe
It was
the
creative.
excuse.
It was creative.
Yeah, A for effort. But I would have to do a little more research into her, and if upon finding anything else that is questionable when it comes to race relations, gotta go.
And you know what I don't get now that we're on the topic of things being said that really doesn't make no sense. Ari Schaefer came out and said it. He went publicly and said this, and I've actually heard it from a few people on social media too. That that I don't even know if I want to cover this part, but basically that Kobe's passed, and not that they're happy that it happened to him, but they're not sad either, and they're making it very publicly known that they have no feeling about it at all, pretty much to the I don't care feeling, and making jokes about it. Do you think they're wrong?
Absolutely. In today's society, I think that quote unquote comedians hide behind being a comedian when they say fucked up shit. Like you can't say something fucked up and then be like, oh, I'm a comedian. Like, no, fuck you. Like, just because that's your that's the way you make your paychecks doesn't mean that you get to say whatever the fuck you want.
Well, I mean, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes. Now, it doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it right.
No, but at the end of the day, we all have freedom of speech, right?
Yes.
So just because that's your title and that's what you do for a living doesn't mean that you have the right to say whatever the fuck you want.
But a comedian is really known for, like a good comedian. I'm not saying he is or not. I don't know. But I'm just saying in general. A comedian is known for being, what is it called?
Able to turn something that's tragic and make a joke of it.
Also being like confrontational, stuff like that. I mean, debatable things like that, and I think that's what gives them their go. Now, I mean, that's his job. Does it make it right? Absolutely not. But at the same time, I'm not saying forgive the guy. What he said was fucked up.
Yeah, nah. Like I said, for me, I don't care if this was a comedian that I like. Anytime that you say something fucked up and then you just try to throw I'm a comedian out there, I don't care. Like, that shit doesn't, that whole I'm a comedian just doesn't float with me.
I get that, and I don't know how I feel about it. Like, I don't know. What he said was fucked up. Let's just be honest. What he said was fucked up. If you didn't,
if you didn't hear it, you can find it on social media.
Go check it out,
playing that shit.
I ain't really trying to give him no clout, like no justice on that, or give him no play on that. It was fucked up what he said. Now, whether you knew Kobe, whether you knew whoever, I mean, making fun of somebody's death or making jokes about it, especially just in general, is not right.
Nah.
I don't know if it's a fucking white battle rapper uses the N. Damn, there's a lot of stuff going on. White battle rapper uses the N-word. Was he wrong? Gets punched right in the face.
Yeah, you
Was
wrong.
he wrong?
Yeah. All right. We're in a society that whether you agree with people using the N-word or not, as a white person, with the word, with y'all saying the word and saying that word to hold black people down, you should know, especially in battle rap, like, don't do it. Like, just don't do it. Like, if your friends are cool with you saying it around them, then your friends are some bitch ass motherfuckers. Like,
I thought you were say the N word.
Nah, I was going to.
I was
going to. I was about to say
ironic.
it, but
That's what I'm saying. I already heard it coming out your mouth.
they some bitch ass niggas. But it's like, no, I know too many, like, especially back in the day when I was growing up, you didn't say, it didn't matter if you was the cool white dude that hung around with nothing but black dudes, you didn't say it because you already knew you let that N fly and some hands was going to be flying. It didn't matter how cool you was, what we thought of you, you don't say that shit.
It is a hurtful word, and it's degrading. And if you're saying it loosely and not knowing the history behind it, you're just a fucking idiot. But I don't feel like really it should be said at all. And I asked Kev off camera and off everything. Where it was just us like, why do y'all say that to each other? Why does that make that right and not anybody else? Because to me, that still don't make sense.
Yeah, like I said, you may not feel that way, but like I said, black people use it as a term of endearment. We've used that word as, again, a term of endearment and, taking the power away from that. But it still does, just because I may use it amongst my friends, when you hear somebody else use it, in most times they're not using it they're not using it to, like, that's my boy. And when someone else uses it, there can always be intent in the word that they're saying.
And that part I get that. When you say term of endearment, you know how much love I got for you. Mm-hmm. I really do. And I've told you this off camera, alone, whatever. No, that sounded weird, right? Or we're alone. But I got a lot of love for you. What if I really just said it like out of true love? Then that makes it okay?
No.
That makes no sense. So if you're saying it out of love, I mean no harm behind it. I'm not saying give me permission or whatever. But I'm just saying.
But it's like,
I'm trying to get your.
I don't call you my nigga.
So if you did, then it would be okay.
No.
What? I'm so confused.
I'm
so confused.
It's a term that black people use amongst one another.
I feel like that's a cop out.
No, it's not a cop out. You look at anybody that's ever talked about it. That's black people use it amongst themselves.
We need to post that because I'm curious now.
It's nothing to post. You see it in everyday life.
I feel like, no, I do.
So but what is there to post?
My whole thing is, like, why? It's like I said, like playing around. Jokingly, I said, like Coach Carter said, y'all saying it to each other teaches other people it's okay to say it. Especially somebody that like me, that I'm close to you, or I have a lot of African American friends, family too, that I even call my brothers. But I'm still uncomfortable saying it. But why isn't it, if we're that close and y'all say you love each other and you say it because of that, why can't we?
Because the term isn't for you to use.
It's not for you to use either.
No, it is.
This is so confusing. We're going to have to get more into that. I don't get that at all. But a woman, so we do have a question we are going to post, right? We're going to post this one.
Yeah, we can post this one.
Is it right? So this woman, do you know where this happened? Was it Florida?
No, I don't know.
We need to start, we keep track of that one time, right? At one point we were.
A little bit. Yeah.
So a woman catches her husband cheating. He's walking out the club with his dang, mm-hmm. And she tases him. This whore tases her husband that's cheating.
Why are you gonna call her a whore?
Because you don't tase somebody for cheating.
Oh, so now you're taking my side.
Yeah. I thought about it a lot. I was like, she wasn't wrong. Fuck him. But then I thought about it. I was like, yes, tasing is kind of like, it is kind of messed up. She tases him. Now, I could think of tons of other ways to get back. Now, tasing, I can imagine it hurts. I can imagine. And then it, like, publicly humiliating and stuff like that.
What if he pissed on himself?
That would be hilarious.
You know what I'm saying? He's getting up from after being tased. He got a big-ass wet spot in his jeans. Like, that's fucked up.
I still don't get why she didn't tase the girl.
Well, because at that time, you got to see, I look at things a little differently, and when it's a man cheating on his woman, 9 times out of 10, the man is the one that went after the other woman. On some small cases, the woman chases after the man. Mm-hmm. But in most cases, when a guy's cheating, the guy done went out of his way. He's been chasing this woman, and he's cheating, and he deserves what he gets. You know what I'm saying?
So in all fairness, shouldn't they both have been tased?
I think you can only tase like once at a time, because like once the little thing goes into you, or if they got like, now if you got the old school type, you just stick it on you, just, you know what I'm saying?
Watts.
And then, you know what I'm saying, charge that motherfucker up and tase her ass.
You have to wait
too.
for it to charge, like the things, the paddles. You hear that, and then you hear it coming. That would be scary. Like if you knew that shit was coming your way.
Have you heard them joints though?
Oh, they're loud as shit.
Man,
I've seen somebody get tased. I've seen police. We're at a T-ball game years ago. We're at a T-ball game, and on different ends of the field. This happened on my team. I was the coach of the T-ball team. This is real as can be. I'm the coach, and one of the parents came up to me a couple games. Actually, it was a practice, and said, "Hey, I just want you to know I'm having issues with so and so's mom. We're fighting right now." I said, "Well, cool. I'll keep an eye on your son." It was a boy. So if y'all have any issues, I can help or whatever. I'll be there for him too. You need anything? Let me know. Kept it open. Guy was real nice. Next day, mom calls me. Hey, I just want you to know I don't want him around practice. I said, well, I can't stop anybody from going to practice. If y'all are having issues, y'all need to handle that outside. But keep in mind that, the baseball's for your son and y'all need to be doing it for him. Right? So I left it like that. Mm-hmm. We go to this game, bro. He shows up.
About to
bro. I knew it was about to go down when he showed up with his girl. She's sitting on the third baseline. He's sitting on the first baseline, and I'm in the field because, in coaching, when you're in T-ball, you could be out there, and I'm in the backfield, and me and the coach are talking to each other like, this is going to get ugly, because they were hood. They was hood. They was hood. Like, I think she even had tats on her face. And I was like, bro, it's not going to be good. Hopefully he leaves his way, she leaves her way, and we're good. End of the game, I'm packing up everything. We're handing out, because T-ball, you get your snacks, your treats. We're handing out treats. Everybody's hanging out by the car. I just hear the loudest commotion. I didn't even need to turn around. I already knew what was going on. They was fighting. Police got called, everything, and he had calmed down. He was trying to leave with his girl. She was the one going crazy. Mm-hmm. She was trying to leave.
Woman scorned.
Yeah, police got called. SAPD comes out here trying to, I guess, hold her back or trying to so he could leave. She punches the cop in the face. He tased the shit out of her, bro. She fell. She looked like a fish that just hit the deck. She was literally flopping around. She looked like, bruh. It was loud and I couldn't stop laughing because the way she was twitching.
Oh yeah,
some
people fall funny. I think that's why they want to see you get tased.
So we're gonna get to that in a minute. But she stiffened up for 2 seconds and she started convulsing and then just started flapping like she was a fucking mermaid. And bruh, people were like, oh my God. And then her friend jumps in, attacks the cop. She gets tased, and now there's cops everywhere. There's fucking helicopters. The league is coming to talk to me because I'm the coach. I'm like, it was just crazy. It was a crazy night. I felt bad, and the son was front row the whole entire time.
Damn.
It was sad. I felt bad for him.
He's never going to get that image of his mom getting tased. Damn, mom, when you fell, you look funny as shit, mom.
Could you ever, let's just say you saw your parent get tased. Could they ever discipline you again?
I mean, obviously, yeah. But
I don't know. I would probably make that noise somehow. You want to start yelling at me, and then you hear that.
Be like, don't make me go and get that taser.
Oh my God, bro.
That shit would be hilarious, though.
It would be funny. It was bad. I felt bad for him, but at the same time, I'm kind of laughing because the way she felt. We had it recorded and everything. I gotta see if I find the video.
Yeah,
I gotta see if I find the video. If I did, I'm posting it.
Post.
It was a good 6-7 years ago. I wonder what happened to them. I don't know. They probably wound up ending back together. I don't know.
Probably ended up in jail.
Could you ever get money? Could you ever get tased? What's your cost to get tased?
I mean, at a minimum, you got to give me a G.
And you would get tased.
Yeah.
So we went live. We went live on Facebook. I kind of want to do and we got to work out the details if this is really going to happen. I want to do a raffle, and because we had some people ready to buy tickets. It was funny.
But I saw more people wanting you to get tased.
No, you saw one person wanting to tase me. I saw at least 13 wanting to tase you.
Nah,
Right now we're 1 to 13.
I think it was way more than that, but
And $5 a ticket. If we could raise $1,000,
income tax is coming up.
that's true. I didn't even think about that.
Y'all gonna have that money.
Now I would like to give it to charity, but Kev wants to just
Hey,
buy something.
if I'm getting tased, I'm getting the goddamn.
So you,
I'm putting my cheeks on the line.
would you take? Can you ever think of a situation? Maybe you're getting cheated on. Did you tase somebody?
Nah, I mean, if I was getting cheated on, if I came into that same situation, you know, I had a feeling that some shit was popping off, and I go to the club and I'm standing outside, I'm stealing, dude. No questions asked. Like,
No taser.
no taser.
Is there anybody that you could think of that you would want to tase?
Nah, not that I can think
None?
of. Nah.
I think I probably could think of a few. I don't want to say because my kids watch the show. It would be somebody related to one of my kids. I would tase the shit out of that person. Like I would shoot it at him, and then I would
And then hold it.
and then unclip it, and then just keep I would.
Interesting.
Florida man goes on a robbing spree to pay for his ankle monitor.
That's kind of fucked up, man.
Is it? I don't see it. I mean, it's stupid. It's stupid.
Oh, it's definitely stupid.
It's stupid because I mean, can't they can see where you've been?
Yeah.
So yeah, I wasn't at that house, or I wasn't there. Yeah, you pinged there at that time. Not only that, like everybody heard the beeping going off, but you have to pay for your own ankle monitor. I thought that was done by the state.
No, I mean, I guess that's like a fee that you have to pay back to the state. So, you know what I'm saying? Like I get it. Like, I totally understand, you know, like if you don't have a job, you can't find a job, how exactly do you want this man to pay for this so that he can keep himself out of jail?
It all depends. Like,
it's a fucked up situation.
What was he robbing? Like, was he for money? Was he breaking in, like, and stealing? Like, if he was stealing some good shit, I guess it could be worth it.
I mean, he was on a robbing spree. He was trying to get that money. You know, as far as what he was stealing, I can't remember exactly what he was stealing, but you know, he was just, excuse me, he was just at the point where, you know, he didn't have the money to pay for his ankle monitor, and it's kind of a fucked up situation to be put in, that you've gotta pay money for something like that.
Well, hold on. Let me ask you this. Let's just say you don't pay it. Then, like, won't they shut it off, like the electricity?
No, if he don't pay it, then they're gonna put his ass back in jail.
Oh, that's stupid. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard. I thought you were paying, like, to keep it on.
No, what the, what?
What do you pay for then? It's like your cell phone service. You don't pay your cell phone, to shut it off.
So you think just if he don't pay it, that they would
They
just
shut it off.
shut it off, and then he can go
Then you can start
running
robbing.
around? Nah.
So I'm wrong.
Yes, absolutely wrong.
I don't get that. I feel like he was dumb. But again, it's Florida.
Yeah,
I mean, it's kind of normal in Florida.
absolutely.
So shout out to Florida for listening. Daycare worker writes on it. Hold on. A daycare wrote on an infant's stomach?
Yeah, employee.
What the fuck did they write?
I think it was like, it was saying something about, it was a reminder for that they were out of diapers.
What did they write it with marker or like lipstick or something?
Like probably a dry erase or something like that.
Are they to blame or is the parents to blame?
That's the question.
I feel like
Nah, but you gonna get these hands. If that was my child, oh yeah, you getting these hands. I bring my baby home, and I go to change my kid's diaper, and I see
Kev Jr. needs diapers.
like Bitch, you couldn't tell me that face to face?
They do get busy.
You gonna write on my son?
They do get
You gonna
busy.
write on my kid? On my seed?
And then you flip him over. He's like, P.S. Wipies too.
Yo, hands and feet.
Oh my god.
Straight hands and feet. What do you think? I'm telling you, hands and feet.
I don't even know what to think. There's so many different things you could have done. You could have tied a string around their finger. If you're going to do something to them, you could write a memo to yourself. You could email them. You can call them, be like, hey, I'm about to change his diaper, but he needs to. This worker just didn't give a shit.
Nah, you know, what
Did she sign it too? Like,
Nah, they probably didn't want that type of smoke. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, they probably had issues with that person before, not bringing, you know, their own diapers and stuff like that.
that would be annoying. That would be mad annoying.
It could be annoying, but you ain't gonna abuse my child. You ain't gonna write on my child. You know, like, okay, yeah, I'm fucked up for being the shithead parent that's, you know, keeps on forgetting to bring diapers or whatever. You know, maybe I'm going through financial hardship, and daycare is already expensive enough.
It's expensive as fuck.
So daycare is expensive as hell. Then you got this person that's, you know, not making a whole lot of money working at a daycare, and they're just taking the shit out on your kid, saying, oh, writing on my kid saying you need to bring some fucking diapers. Nah, I'm gonna bring these hands and feet up there and beat your ass. Like, nah, that's fucked up.
I would love to see this message.
Oh, it's on.
You can see the picture?
Yeah,
Why didn't you show me that?
I sent it to you.
Did you?
Yeah,
I would love to see this picture. I got to look at it.
yeah, it's on there.
So does it just say like diapers, or is there like
Like I said, I don't remember exactly what it said.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith, upon
Nah,
checking
it ain't all that. It ain't all that. But it's written on the kid that
Oh my God.
yeah,
How old is this kid?
it's a baby.
Oh, it says okay.
It's a baby.
I'm not laughing at the fact that he got written on.
No, you are.
No, I'm laughing at the fact that this person thought this was a great idea.
It's going to be a great idea when I catch up. Like there's nothing to say. I wouldn't care if there was 20 people that worked at that daycare. All 20 is getting these hands. unless somebody was man or woman enough to step up to the plate and be like, yeah, I was the one that wrote this. Every single motherfucker that works there is getting these hands. Don't write on my kid.
So you go in there swinging like Boys in the Hood.
Man, I'm going in that motherfucker swinging on everybody.
I think I would be shocked. Like you would definitely get the pause put on you, but what the fuck? Like there's just so many. What makes you think you obviously don't care about your job?
Nah.
You probably had instances with these people. Now what? Like this can't be the first time this has happened. This cannot, because now you don't just think one day like, oh, let me write a note on his stomach. You've done this before.
No, I mean it could be the first time, but like
What
I
made
said,
you think of it?
like I said, it's probably one of those things. They was tired of this person. They probably have told that person numerous times, like, "Hey man, y'all are low on diapers," or "Hey man, y'all are out of diapers again. We got to keep using, you know, a stash," or you know, I would assume that they have to have like a supply of diapers or something for when something like this happens at a daycare. I don't know. I don't have kids, so I don't know exactly. But I would assume that they would have some stuff like that.
This is just hilarious.
To the side.
This is so fucked up.
But, you know, at a certain point in time, you get tired of telling that same person, and then that person might be abusing it. Like, man, I'm paying y'all X amount of dollars for daycare. Y'all can at least change my kid's diapers. Y'all can at least supply that.
That is a valid point, though.
You know?
Diapers are expensive.
Yeah.
Diapers are expensive. That is a valid point. Like, I mean, if you pay that much, I mean, I wonder what's going to happen.
Because what? Like on daycare, you're paying like, especially for a younger kid, you're probably paying like almost $300 a week.
Yeah.
So if I'm paying you that much, yeah, you should be able to put a couple of diapers on my kid's ass, man.
And pulling out is free.
I mean,
pulling out is free.
But condoms aren't.
That's what I say. Pulling out is free. Y'all have any topics, anything y'all want us to talk about? Hit us up, bumpingums@gmail.com. Y'all have a question y'all want us to cover for you? We'll give you our opinions and all that. We'll even make a poll if you want. Hit us up, bumpingums@gmail.com. Slide into our Instagram, our YouTube, Facebook. We everywhere. Go subscribe. Go download us. Let us know how we're doing. Leave some comments. We do read all the comments. We will reply as well. Just let us know what you need. If y'all need beats, y'all need studio time, y'all need anything, hit us up, bearentertainment@gmail.com, BEXAR, and we're located in San Antonio, Texas.
And like that, we out.
No more talking, we bumping gums.
Let's go get 'em. Y'all know what it is. Every night we get your life right. Music, sports, interviews, and even Hollywood nightlife. You couldn't pick a better time to tune in. We starting to bump our gums. This the one. Watch Dirty and Kev do this.
No more talking, we bumping gums. No more talking, we bumping
You already know.
gums.
From the news to get you right. Relationship advice. Speaking on pop culture and topics that get you hyped. We living out our dreams while giving you what you need. To all of the hottest trends, keep your ears to the streets for sure.
No more talking, we bumping